Chapter The First Day.
Adam was interested in everything. Every blade of grass, the intricately detailed bug, and the birds and the skies and the water. When he saw a stream for the first time, he admired it at length, the clear water racing, sparkling in the sun, and he saw the variety of life in it. Adam touched the water. The current immediately embraced his hand and caressed all the folds of the skin on his hand, drawing him toward it. He plunged into the water, and his body immediately became lighter. The water held him up, and murmuring, caressed his whole body right there. Casting the water up with his palms, he admired the way the sun's rays played in every drop of water, and then the current received the drops again. Adam drank the water from the river joyously, and until the sun set, admired it, contemplated it, and bathed again.
Wait, Anastasia, you said he drank, but did Adam eat anything that whole day? What kind of food did he eat?
Around him were many different tasting fruits, berries and herbs good for eating. But Adam did not feel hunger in the first days. He was full from the air.
The air? You can't be full from air. There's even a saying about that.
Man truly cannot feed on the air he breathes now. Today, the air has been deadened and is often toxic to the flesh and soul. You referred to the saying that you can't be full from air, but there is another. I fed on air alone. It corresponds to what man was presented with in the beginning. Adam was born in a beautiful garden, and in the surrounding air there was not a single harmful speck of pollen. In that air, the pollen was dissolved and there were drops of the purest dew.
Pollen? What kind?
Flower and grass pollen. Pollen shed from the trees and fruits of the ether. Those nearby and others from faraway places brought on the wind. At that time, the problems of finding food never distracted man from his great works. Everything around fed him through the air. The Creator made this all so from the beginning, that everything living on earth in a surge of love strove to serve man. The air, water and breeze were life-giving.
Now you're right here. Air can be very harmful, but man invented the air conditioner. It cleans the air of harmful particles. Also, they sell bottled mineral water. So that now, for the many who aren't poor, the problems of air and water have been solved.
Unfortunately, Vladimir, the air conditioner does not solve the problem. It retains the harmful particles, but it deadens the air even more. The water kept in sealed bottles dies from being sealed up. It only feeds the flesh's old cells. For new birth, for the cells of your flesh to be constantly renewed, you need living air and water.
Chapter Problems Affirm Life's Perfection.
Adam had all that.
He did. His thought raced very fast. In a relatively short period, he was able to determine a purpose for everything. 118 years raced by like a single day.
118 years Adam lived alone until deep old age.
Alone, doing things breathtakingly interesting, Adam lived, the first man. 118 years brought him not decrepitude but a flourishing.
In 118 years a man ages. He is considered a long liver, and diseases and infirmities overtake him.
That is now, Vladimir. But then diseases did not affect man. The age of each fleshly cell of his was longer, but if a cell did tire out and it was meant to die off, then immediately a new one full of energy came to take the old cell's place. Human flesh could live as many years as its spirit or soul wished.
And what happens when that present-day man himself does not want to live longer?
By his own deed he shortens his age by the second. Man invented death for himself.
How can he have invented it? It comes of its own accord against his will.
When you smoke or drink alcohol, when you go to a city and the air is saturated with the stench of burning, when you take dead food and eat yourself up with malice, tell me, Vladimir, who, if not you alone, brings your own death closer?
Everyone has that kind of life now.
Man is free. Each person builds his own life himself and determines his age down to the second.
Do you mean to say that then, in paradise, there were no problems?
If problems did arise, they were resolved without damage and affirmed the perfection of life.
Chapter The First Encounter.
One day, In his 118 years, awakening with the morning light, Adam did not admire the spring and did not rise to greet the sun's rays, as he always had before. The nightingale's song cascaded through the leaves overhead. Adam turned on his other side, away from the nightingale song. With suppressed apprehension at his gaze, spring filled the space, the river called to Adam with its gurgling water, and the swallows frisked overhead. The clouds shifted their whimsical shapes. The gentlest fragrance rushed from the grasses, flowers, trees, and bushes to envelop him. Oh, how God marveled then! Amid the summertime magnificence and earthly creation, under the sky's blue, his son, man, mourned. His beloved child was full of sadness, not joy. Can there be anything sadder for a loving father than such a scene? For the 118 peaceful years from the time of creation, the many divine energies in repose went into motion instantly. The whole universe fell still. A great acceleration, never before seen, shone in the halo of the energy of love, which all living things understood. God had conceived of a new creation. But what else could be created after what had been created at the limit of inspiration? No one yet could understand this then. But the speed of God's thought increased. The energy of love whispered to him,
"Once again you have put everything into inspired motion. Your universal energies are igniting the space. How can you not burst into flames yourself from such ardor? Where are you heading? What are you striving for? I'm no longer seen by you. Look, my God, I am burning with you. I am turning the planets into stars. Stop. All the best has been created by you. Your son's sadness will disappear. Stop, God."
God did not hear love's entreaty, and did not heed the mockery of the universal essences. Like a young and ardent sculptor, he continued the acceleration of all his energies' movement. And all of a sudden, an unprecedented beauty shone like the dawn through all the vast universe, and everything there gasped, and God himself whispered in admiration,
"Look, universe, look. Here is my daughter standing amid the earthly creations. How perfect, how beautiful all her features are. She will be worthy of my son. There is no creation more perfect than she. In her is my image and likeness, and all your particles are in her. So love her. Love her. She and he, my son and my daughter, will bring joy to all that is, and will build beautiful universal worlds at all planes of being."
From the knoll over the dew-washed grass, on this festive day, in the ray of sunrise, a maiden walked towards Adam. Graceful was her walk, slender her figure, her body's curves smooth and gentle, and the hints of her skin held the light of the divine dawn. Closer and closer she came. There she was. The maiden stood before Adam, who lay in the grass. A breeze straightened her golden tresses, revealing her brow. The universe held its breath. Oh, how beautiful her visage, your creation, God! Lying in the grass, Adam merely glanced at the maiden who had come up next to him, yawned lightly, and turned away, closing his eyes. Then all the universal essences heard. No, not words. They heard Adam listlessly pondering God's new creation in his thoughts.
Well, here it is. One more creation of some sort has approached. There is nothing new about it except for a resemblance to me. Horse's knees are both sturdier and more flexible. The leopard's hide is more vivid and cheerful. Furthermore, it approached without invitation, whereas today I wanted to give the ants a new purpose.
Eve, after standing close to Adam for a little while, went to a slough in the river, sat by the bushes on the shore, and examined her reflection in the quiet waters. The universal essences began to murmur, and their thoughts merged into one. The two perfections were unable to appreciate each other. There is no perfection in God's creations. Only the energy of love, alone amid the universal murmuring, tried to guard the Creator. Its glow surrounded God. Everyone knew that the energy of love never reasoned. Invisible and taciturn, it always strayed in unknown expanses. But why now was it shining so around God, giving its all. Not heeding the universal murmurs, it only warmed and consoled with its shining.
Rest, great Creator, and instill understanding in your Son. You can correct any of your beautiful creations.
In response, the universe heard those words and through them came to know both the wisdom and the greatness of God.
My Son is my image and likeness. There are particles of all the universal energies in him. He is the Alpha and Omega. He is creation. He is the future transubstantiation. Henceforth and in all to come, neither I nor anyone may change his fate against his wishes. All he himself desires will be given him. What has been conceived will not come to pass in vanity. My Son has not bowed down at the sight of the flesh of the maiden's perfection. He has not wondered to the wonder of the whole universe. He has not yet apprehended, but my Son has sensed with his feelings. He was first to sense that he was lacking something. The new creation, the maiden, does not possess what he is lacking. My Son senses the entire universe with his feelings. He knows everything that the universe possesses.
A question filled the whole universe.
What can be lacking in that which has all our energies and all your energies?
And God answered them all.
The energy of love.
And the energy of love blazed up.
But I am one and I am yours. I shine by you alone.
Yes, you are one, my love.
The divine words were heard in response.
Your shining light glows and caresses my love. You are inspiration. You can accelerate everything. You sharpen sensations, and you are the conciliation of repose, my love. I beg of you, descend to earth, every last bit of you. Envelop them, my children, with yourself, with the energy of your great grace.
The farewell between love and God heralded the beginning of all earthly love.
My God.
Love called to the Creator.
When I leave, you alone, invisible, forever, will abide on all living planes of being, invisible, forever.
May my son and my daughter shine in the next, the now, and the true.
My God, there will be a vacuum around you. No vivifying warmth will ever penetrate to your soul. Without this warmth, your soul will grow cold.
May warmth shine from earth for all that is, not only for me. Let it multiply my sons' and daughters' deeds, and may the whole earth shine in space with the warmth of love. Everyone will feel the grace-filled light of earth, and all my energies will be able to warm them.
My God, many different paths are open to your son and daughter. They have in them the energies of all planes of being. But if just one predominates and leads them on the wrong path, what can you do? Have you given them everything only to see the energy coming from the earth melting, weakening? You who have given everything only to see destructive energy dominating over all. Your creations cover up with a lifeless crust, your grass scattered with stones. What will you do then after your son, all your freedom?
Amid the stones I can poke through again as a green blade of grass. On a small untouched lawn I can open the petals of my flower. My earthly daughters and sons will be able to apprehend their purpose.
My God, when I leave, you will become invisible to all. Essences of other energies may suddenly start speaking through people in your name. Some will try to subordinate others to themselves. Interpreting your essence for their own benefit, they will say, I am speaking to please God. I alone of everyone have been chosen by him. Everyone, listen to me. What can you do then?
With the coming day I will rise as the dawn. The sun's ray, caressing all creations of earth without exception, will help my daughters and sons to understand that each can speak with me, soul to soul.
They will be many, and you are one. For all universal essences, it will be their desire to seize the human soul, merely to assert themselves over all through people with their energy, and your prodigal son will suddenly begin to pray to them.
There's one main obstacle to the diversity of reasons leading to an impasse, to nowhere. It will be a bar to everything that bears a lie. My sons and daughters aspire to understanding the truth. A lie always has bounds, but the truth is boundless. It is one, and understanding will always be found in the soul of my daughters and sons.
My God, no one and nothing can resist your flight of thought and dreams. They are beautiful. I will follow their trail with my will. I will warm your children with my glow and will serve them eternally. The inspiration you bestow will help bring their own creations into being. I ask you just one thing, my God. Allow me to leave just one spark of my love with you. When you come to sit in darkness, when there is only a vacuum all around, when there is oblivion and the light of earth dims, let a spark, just one spark of my love for you shine.
Oh, Vladimir. If only living man could look at the sky that embraced the earth, then a great vision would appear before him. Universal light, the energy of love, dense as a comet, sped toward the earth. On its path, it illuminated the bodies of the still lifeless planets and ignited the stars over the earth. Toward the earth, closer and closer. Here it is. Suddenly, stopping right over the earth itself, the glow of love began to tremble. In the distance, alone among the burning stars, the smallest star of all seemed alive. It sped toward Earth after the glow of love. Love realized it was its last spark from God, and it raced after it toward Earth.
My God.
The glow of love whispered,
Why? I have no solution. Why did you not keep even one spark of mine next to you?
To the words of love, out of the universal darkness, no longer visible to anyone, still not understood by anyone, God gave his answer. His divine words were heard.
Keeping it for myself means not giving it to my daughters and sons.
My God.
How beautiful you are, love, even one spark.
My God.
Hurry, my love. Hurry without reasoning. Hurry with your last spark, and warm all my future sons and daughters.
The universal energy of love embraced Earth's people, all of it, down to the last spark. Everything was in it. Amid the vast universe, on all living planes of being simultaneously, man rose up more powerful than all essences.
End of chapter. Join us for the next segment of Co-Creation, Book 4 of the Ringing Cedar series, When There Is Love.